Hey everybody, Brett from AstartesGaming here, back with another episode of our Crusader Kings 2 Fall of the Western Roman Empire Let's Play. So, last episode we were finally able to hit that 500 gold, 500 prestige threshold, meaning that at any point in this episode, we can declare war on our neighbors to the north and attempt to conquer them and claim all of their territory for our own. And we will probably do that at some point today. I had wanted to build up a bit of a buffer in both gold and prestige before we did that, because it's going to remove 500 of each when we declare war, and so that would leave us with virtually no money or prestige to go on, and that could be a real bad thing. I've also fixed, well, sort of fixed, hopefully permanently, the whole marriage situation between Princess Juliana and Romulus, who, you may recall, initially formed a betrothal between them. And because he started his own little host here, it removed him from that, and we didn't really get any compensation for it. And so there was discussion in the comments. We decided to just try to add that back in via the save editor, and I did that in the last episode. However, the game corrected it again and just kept removing it over and over. So at the end of last episode, we were about 20 days short of her 16th birthday. So I went ahead and I advanced time up to her birthday, more or less. It looks like I was over by a day. So she is 16 now. We were able to put the marriage through, and hopefully they remain married. It is a matrilineal marriage, just like it was in the betrothal, so everything should be fine on our end. We have the non-aggression pact that it was supposed to come with. I made sure that all of it played out exactly as it should have. And hopefully it remains this way. Hopefully it doesn't just arbitrarily remove the relationship. I don't know if it can with a marriage, but obviously it could with a betrothal, so we'll see. Her trait or whatever that she gained upon turning 16 was Fortune Builder, which is pretty good. So it gave her a little bit more stewardship and a few other things at the cost of a point in diplomacy. So she's not a bad character, but she's not a great character. He's not a particularly great character either. We were more interested in him for his claims. And so, regardless of how good these two are, the real benefit of this marriage is that all of the children of it will be of the Nepos dynasty, and they will all have his claim on the Western Roman Empire, the Eastern Roman Empire, and the Diocese of Italy. So, we can only hope that we'll be able to make that work in our favor. Our son is not too far off of coming of age either. He was born at the end of 480 and is almost 14 years old. So it'll be 2 years before he hits what this game considers sort of adulthood, at least when he gets his adult portrait. I'm still trying to figure out a betrothal or marriage for him. I had really wanted to marry him to the eldest daughter of our enemy here. Now, I can't actually do that yet, even if I wanted to, or even if I was able to, is more accurate, because, oh no, that's not good. If we did it, it would net us a non-aggression pact, and we do want to conquer them, obviously. So that would be a real problem. Now, we could potentially do it after, but because she's betrothed, I don't know that it's going to be possible anymore, and he was never open to it in the first place because of several reasons. So we'll see how that plays out, but we may just have to look elsewhere, even though she was a really, really good character. We can actually take a quick look here. You were born in the purple. That is not a bad trait to have, but she doesn't really have much else. I wonder if we arranged a betrothal, if they would allow me to be her guardian. My character, that is, because that would allow us to kind of shape her development and make her a better character, potentially. We also have some decent characters down here, but none of them are really jumping out at me. Marrying a courtier is going to be a bit problematic in terms of prestige. And like, there are some characters with decent traits, but a lot of them, it looks like ambition and deceit are going hand in hand with a lot of these characters. Let's see. We wouldn't lose any there, but he's like a duke. I don't know that I like that. Let's see if I try that again. Like, so we have Born in the Purple. That would get us a non-aggression pact with Zenon the Ill Ruler, who is the son of the former emperor who was deposed. So he was actually the emperor briefly and is no longer. But she was born while he was emperor. So we could make that work. It looks like we would gain a bit of prestige from that. I wouldn't gain any. Julius would gain 11. So I think he gets 111 prestige. So that is an option. I'll have to wait on that because I don't know that I like her as a character, but we'll see. Let's go ahead and get the clock running anyways, and we'll try to get maybe up to a little over 600 there, and any amount of prestige that we could gain would be great. But I really want to get this over with. I want to press this particular thing at least before we have to change hands in terms of rulers. I want Julius the First to do this, not Julius the Second. Because if we, if he dies or something this year, which I don't think he will, but, he is getting up there, we would have to wait a little bit because he's not old enough to rule in his own right. She would take regency, and that would, complicate things. Okay, so that's holding, at least so far. That's good. But yeah, that would potentially complicate things. And so, yeah, there's just a lot of problems that would come with waiting too long. You know what? We're up over 100. Let's just do it now. Let's go ahead and do it now. Uh-oh. Night falls and you're quickly asleep as you rest in your bed. In your dreams you see a great light, an impenetrable heavenly light. You know not what it is or even what it represents, but something about it brings you peace and happiness. +1 piety. Okay, I thought we were like dying in our sleep. Alright. Well, you are at war with 2 other factions that you initiated war with. Stupidly. So we're going to attack you under the pretense of a reconquest of Dalmatia, or Dalmatia, whichever one you prefer, and that should gain us... I thought it was all of his territory. I feel like this was shown differently before, but maybe not. So let's revisit this. When we declare war, we lose 500 prestige and 500 gold. That is the cost of declaring this war. If we win, we gain 100 prestige, he loses 100 prestige, and we take or vassalize all titles in the Diocese of Dalmatia belonging to him. So, I believe, let's see, that's the duchy. This is the Diocese of Dalmatia. So, yeah, we would not gain that, unfortunately. That is the Kingdom of Pannonia. So he would still exist just as a smaller kingdom. I feel like beforehand, it showed things a little bit differently. It looked like it was highlighting this entire area. So we're only going to gain 3 from this, but we're still gaining 3 all at once versus 3 one at a time. So it's better than nothing. Let's go ahead and declare this war. Then we will call up our legion and all of my forces. I meant to stay here. So all of my forces. I'm going to leave my vassal levies because that will slowly deteriorate my relationship with them. So for 170 men, it's not really worth even bothering. I'd rather just leave them where they are and not worry about that because it's not going to make any significant difference in this fight. So let's get everybody here. I'm starting to think Vigilantia. You're married. Oh, did they have a child together? No. She already had this child? Okay. Well, I think that's inappropriate. I'll take the piety instead. I have no need for bastard children. And I do have a little bit of a need for piety, so there we go. Let's go ahead and merge this group. I need to pay attention to my commanders. Come on, man. What's taking you so long? Jeez. Alright. Let's merge these guys. And then that's fine. Who do we have to command the right flank? I guess Gracchus. Gracchus, I don't recognize you. Oh, you're from the First Legion. You're not one of mine. Okay. Well, the First Legion is present, so I will give you command of the right flank, I suppose. And let's start marching to engage their main force over there. Or at least what I assume is their main force. And then, once we've dispatched it, we will go ahead and attack their capital. Beyond that, I don't know that we'll need to do much more. Okay, it looks like our relations continue to improve with the random patriarch of the Roman Church, not the actual Catholic Church, just a church that happens to be in Rome. And let's see, hopefully these guys can hold out. It looks like they will hold out until we arrive. I don't know that they're going to try to even flee. It doesn't appear that they are, although they might be assaulting. But it's too late now. Too late now. So how are we doing here? It looks like our middle is taking pretty much the entirety of their attack. But we were able to defeat them easily because they didn't have a left or right flank. Okay, there's our victory. Let's go ahead and pause and we'll definitely pursue. They're going back to the capital anyways. I wonder if we can leverage this victory into a betrothal. I don't think you can. I don't think that's an option in the game, although several things have been added since our previous campaigns. Oh no, we just got hit with a ton of plague or illness. Damn. That could be real bad. Oh, they have another force. They actually were able to muster a pretty sizable force. Let's see. Altogether, they would have been able to give us a run for our money. But individually, I don't think they stand any chance. We're just going to continue pursuing this one and crushing it. And I don't know where the other one went. Oh, there it is. But again, they are at war with several factions, including ourselves. So I wouldn't be surprised if this one has other stuff occupying it. Oh no! Our son has contracted consumption. This actually is not the end of the world by any means. If he were to die off, it may actually even benefit us. Because our daughter would become our heir, and presumably all of their children are going to have strong claims on multiple empires. So it is, again, not the end of the world if that happens. So there's another victory. Let's continue to pursue this force. And I'd like to be able to defeat them relatively soon. It looks like they're going to try to reclaim that. I just need to make sure that they don't actively besiege anything of mine. I can't let them get any war scores. We need to stay on top of that. Are we losing money or gaining money? We are losing money. That could be the death of us, actually. We're actually losing it a lot faster than the game says we're losing it as well, which is a real problem. Go defeat this force. We might need to besiege something, because I think we'll gain a little bit of loot from it. Whereas doing what we're doing now, we're going to run out of money, and I can, if I need to, take out a loan. I don't think it would be difficult for us to repay it, but it's something I wouldn't really want to have to bother with if I could help it. Yeah, we are losing money pretty fast. But this doesn't seem to be an accurate reflection. It says we're losing 3.5 gold per month, but we seem to be losing a lot more than that per month. Okay, so that army is defeated. Where are they fleeing? They're fleeing toward this one, so we might be able to get both at once. But if I have to, I'll just take out that loan. My hope is that we can end the war before that becomes necessary, but I can most definitely take out that loan if I need to. I mean, I should make sure I can. But it was there last time I checked. Yeah, borrow 300 gold. And that would be more than enough to carry us through the war. Oh no! We are ill. I feel like he was ill before. So he might be ill again. I think his health is pretty good though, so hopefully he can pull through. Okay, we're down to 37. 39, 40. We're making money from something, 41. Oh, we've got consumption too. That's no good. Okay, victory. I wish I could move my... I mean, like, I could do it now. during peacetime, so I can't do it until this war is over. But if I could get him away from these infected areas, I could have probably saved him. But it's okay, like, we do have some lineage established at this point, so again, if he dies, there is like a plan B. Oh, everybody's getting it. Consumption, by the way, if you didn't know, is tuberculosis, which in these times they would have no means of treating. Let's see, 63. I don't think we'll need to besiege anything. I'm fairly certain that just destroying their armies will be enough. And that's actually a good thing because their capital is in territory that would become mine. Oh, okay. Who is this? Oh, just a random courtier. Okay. Well, he is the son of Maximus the Prudent. This is another commander, it looks like. I should probably look at that. Minor titles. I still have some slots. So, Aurelius Germanicus, congratulations. And Maximus Aurelius Crixus, congratulations. And I have one more commander slot. Come on. We can end this before we run out of money, if we're efficient. I wish this thing wouldn't pop up in the middle of my screen. Okay, autosave. We're on the move. I don't care if they take this back or not. It's not going to make any difference in our war. It should only make a difference in that war. I imagine the other two factions are quite pleased with me right now. Oh god, we are suffering massive losses from that consumption. The fact that we're fighting in territories that are infected, we've lost... Who is this? Nobody of any consequence, it looks like. We've lost like 1,500 men since the beginning of this war. 73, I wonder if he would... No. No, he would not. But yeah. Oh no, we died! Okay, well... Died after a period of illness at 54. That ends our... that better not end our war. Okay. The mother's become regent. He is going to... probably take over very soon. It appears our war continues. In previous versions of the game, that would have actually ended our war and completely set us back. And if it had, I probably would have save scum that, because that is one of the most infuriating things that can happen. Is just a war magically ending because your ruler died. We're almost there. We're almost there. And we seem to have come upon some money. I'm not sure where this money is coming from. It's probably from our various victories and whatnot. I think we do earn some cash every time we defeat them. I don't know how they're holding on at 75%. We've completely decimated their army. And they're... Yeah, they just gained war score. I just defeated them and they just gained war score. How does that work? Let's see. Did not inherit our claim on the Western Roman Empire. Well, yeah, we'd never pressed it in war, so he couldn't. Okay, what was that about? Who is this? Okay, you guys are still married. I'm going to continually check in on that just to make sure. Who are you? Oh, and what was the peace offer? I'm curious now. I wonder if it was a white peace. I think it was, because it looks like he is currently... Yeah, he's in my court, so his thing is gone. Clearly, he's not in charge of this anymore, so hopefully we can get them to have some children. And... Oh, you need a guardian. I'm going to allow, I think, Julius to do it. He is... probably our most well-rounded character. And it wouldn't hurt to have a bit more relation with him as well. Yeah, arrived in my court. I don't know why we're losing war score despite not giving them any ground. This consumption is really, really hurting us, though. I'm going to need to disband our forces pretty soon. At least money is no longer an issue. Yeah, we're still losing war score, and I don't entirely understand why. It's not like they've claimed any of my territory. Nor could they if they wanted to. So they just seem to be passively gaining war score for no particular reason. Maybe it's this guy looting, these 6 men that my entire realm can't seem to deal with. Let's defeat this force, we'll go crush them, and then maybe we'll just capture their capital. Like, that's not even a military force, that's just like... That's not even really a band of brigands at that point. We're not gaining any war score from defeating their army, so there's no point in even bothering anymore. Let's go deal with this little force that's harassing us, and then we'll go after the capital. And potentially we could take this too. It would actually probably fall to us fairly quickly. Who is this? Pragidia. I don't know who you are. I don't recognize your parents either. But okay. Let's look at arranging a marriage within my realm. I guess you two. Why not? Wait, why can't I? Needs to be approved by... Okay, we'll just wait then. Alright, pause. Pursue them. The game's ability to calculate war score seems to be broken. Because we should not have lost any there. Or at least not nearly as much as we did. It's one thing if it's going to give them war score for, like, kind of harassing our area here, although they didn't take any significant loot. I mean, that's one thing, but for them to be gaining more war score from 6 men harassing my lands than from us defeating their entire army, it's a bit broken. But it's relevant now because we're going to take their capital and there's very little they can do about it. Actually, there's virtually nothing. Why are we still losing war score? I do not understand this at all. They have done nothing against us. Okay, well, I've just claimed their capital, and yet we did not gain any. So, what exactly do I need to do here? And why is this not showing... Now I'm really confused. Okay, so somebody else is there besieging. And apparently he's taken all of that. So I need to go somewhere else if I want to gain any war score. And I continue to lose it for no particular reason. Let's besiege this, and then I'm going to go attack what remains of their army. We'll see if I gain anything from that. But otherwise, we might lose this war just because the game decided. I don't think I can win this with an assault. I mean, I can win it, it would just be ugly. And that's not a good idea. Come on. Alright, so as we're waiting for this to play out, unfortunately, Julius II has become greedy, which is a real bummer. That's why it really sucks to have... Wait. My guardian Justin won't have me turn into a mean and selfish little money grubber. Good. Good on you, Justin. I'm glad you stepped in there. Because I would have tried to do the same, but obviously I can't. I can't intervene anymore. The Regency has ended. Alright. Here we have Vicar Julius II as an adult. I'm going to get rid of that facial hair. Whoops. Yeah, forbid from leading armies. Let's see. Something that looks a bit younger. He's only 16 after all. I mean, completely clean-shaven wasn't too bad. And I guess that's not the worst either. Let's see. Yeah. We want him to look young for now. Let's choose an ambition. What are our options? Amass wealth. We need 500. That's going to be a long way... Not a long way off, but it's going to be hard. Get married. Let's start with that. It's ended. Okay. And we should be done with this fairly soon. Oh, he's calling him back up. I think we'll be okay. I didn't gain any war score from that, though. Didn't gain any war score. Let's go crush this force before he takes any land back. But I don't know what to do at this point, because nothing I'm doing seems to get me any closer to winning. Which is just ridiculous, really, because they cannot win this war. They're completely beset by, like, attackers on every side. That lost me war score, that victory. Can I ransom you? I can. So I don't know what to do. I honestly don't know what to do. Because I can't seem to gain anything at this point. Alright, there's another ransom for another 25 gold. And we're just going to continue to sit here and besiege this stuff. And maybe by taking an entire province, we can speed things along here. But I'm just continuing to hemorrhage war score, and there's apparently nothing that will change that. Oh, okay. Apparently the defenders there are starving. They just keep walking around and trying to retake the capital. So I'm going to just keep letting them try and then intercepting them or defeating them. That gave me a bit. Let's see if this will do it. I could just assault this one. We've got them out. You know what? It's going so fast, there's no point. But when you have anything greater than like 8 to 1, it's worth assaulting. But in this case, it's going along so quickly that I don't see a point. Okay, so that got us a bit of war score. Finally. Let's defeat this force before they retake any land. Although I should probably... It might be better for me to let them. Alright, well, I'm glad you're not dying anymore. I still need to find you a wife. Who is this? Marius Venadius Bacillus Decius. Okay, this guy. Who was our sister's second husband. So she's had a few dead husbands now. At this point, 58, I don't even know who to marry you to. I guess we'll just leave you a widow. Another ransom. Some more lost war score. Let's go take Savari, I guess, because I don't know how else to manufacture war score, and we'll just see what we can do. Okay. So, we have a new nephew. This is the son of Romulus and Princess Juliana. Let's see. Did you start with any inherent traits? He is agile. Okay, cool. I mean, it's better than nothing. Let me go ahead and look at the name suggestions that I've got, because several have come in for various children of our dynasty. So I'm going to go ahead and pull one of those, and I'll be back in just a second. Okay, so I actually really like this idea. Although it wasn't submitted as such, I think it fits really well here. So one particular name I had submitted for a son of our dynasty is Remus, and I think that is incredibly fitting because his father is Prince Romulus, and Romulus and Remus were the brothers that founded Rome, and Romulus killed Remus, and as such Rome was named for Romulus. But anyways, we'll name him Remus. So we'll have Julius Nepos, and at some point I may give him a middle name, just because 2 5-letter names is very short for a Roman name, although Julius Nepos isn't particularly long either. But we'll start with that and see where it goes. So we have a new character, Julius Nepos, and he is the heir of Vicar Julius II right now. So you actually turned out better than I was expecting. Oh, because you became a brilliant strategist. Okay. Well, that actually really helped, because he wasn't a very good character prior to that. Gnaeus Dynamius is now of legal age. There's actually a couple people I need to marry, so let's arrange some marriages. We have a couple of people that just came of age. Let's see. You have a claim on something or other. Let's put... I mean, you just came of age. She's 16 as well. What dynasty are you of? Dynamius? I don't think that really matters. Just make sure they're not of the same dynasty. So we'll put you two together. And... there you go. And then there was one other, if I recall, that we tried earlier, but because we were a ruler in waiting, or whatever, we couldn't do it yet. So, let's see. I'll marry you to Severa. And is there anybody else? I don't believe so. But I could be wrong. Your wife died of pneumonia. Here, you know what? We'll have like the widow and widower club. Do I lose prestige? I'm not gonna risk it if there's any prestige loss. That's fine, we'll just leave it at that. You're unmarried, and oh, technological advances. Let's go legalism. I always try to rush legalism because that's what affects my ability to advance crown laws and whatnot. Let's see. Which one helps me more immediately? I could really use the domain size. You know what? Let's try something. This didn't work last time. Oh, I can't cancel it yet. Bummer. But last time I tried to do the increased domain size one and then actually put a law through, it didn't actually go. It didn't give me credit. So I was gonna see if we could do it again here. But I'm gonna do this one first because actually we have an adequate domain size already. We're going to need a larger one though if we're going to maintain most of this territory as ours, which is what I'm going to attempt. So let's go for medium centralization and see where that leaves us. And I'm going to continue to try to... Okay. I thought she was already in my court. Whatever. Gonna go ahead and continue to try to finish these guys off. I can't seem to keep up no matter how many things I besiege. They're actually lowering my war score faster than I can raise it. But we are out of time, so I might run this war a little bit off camera just to see if I can maybe finish it, because it's getting very tedious, I'm sure. It's very tedious for me to play. I'm sure it's very tedious for you to watch. So I'm going to try to finish it off camera. I'll probably have to go for this and besiege that. That's probably still not going to be enough though. I guess we'll see, but we'll try it. So yeah, our main character died, but his son took over, became a better character than we were sort of expecting him to. I don't know what I'm going to do with him yet. I may leave him unmarried because right now his nephew is going to inherit more usable claims than he himself. He has no claims on anything. This kid will inherit all of his father's claims if he is his successor. And so what we'll probably do is see, the problem is I don't know. I want to maintain control over these children. So if I give him land, that might present an issue because then he would be their liege. They would be in his court. I would still be like liege over them, but I don't think I would have any direct control over them like I do right now. So that might be an issue. But I could give him... We're about to gain 3 provinces. I'm only going to have room in my domain for 2 of them once this law goes through, so the 3rd could go to him. And then hopefully he would pass on his claims to this child. If he doesn't have anything, I don't know if they'll go through, because technically he doesn't have an heir. There's nothing to be an heir to, and so I need to make sure that that is the case. That way these get passed down. So we'll see. If you guys have any ideas regarding that, let me know. But otherwise, I'm going to try to finish this war up off camera, and I'll see you in the next episode. So thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you guys back here for the next one.